Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining today for our announcement on our Zix Secure Cloud launch. Just a couple housekeeping items. Everybody will be on mute for the duration of the call. If you do have any questions, certainly put them there. We do have members on our team that will be handling those questions. We do have a Q&A at the end as well. If we can't get to all the questions, we certainly will have somebody reach out to you and get those for you. So hello, I'm Ernest Martinelli. I'm the product manager over here at Excel Micro. We do have a esteemed team of Excel Micro folks on the phone from our technical and engineering sides. I want to go ahead and move the page forward, please. Thank you. Turn it over to Mike for a second to go over some Excel Micro.
Sure. Thanks, Ernie. Thanks for the quick housekeeping, and you are always putting this together and making sure that everybody's got everything correct and in place. And I wanted to welcome, obviously, all of our partners as well. We like to do these every month, every quarter, here and there. This is actually an exciting launch that we're doing today. It's a new solution that we're adding to our line card. And Ernie did mention that we do have a decent amount of representatives on the board. They're here to answer questions. They're here to get you ready for this launch and some of the activities that are going around it. It is exciting. I mean, I look at this one line here and the fact that we've been doing this for over 30 years. I've been with the team for half of that, and to have a launch of this solution is very, very, it's something that I've been looking forward to for the past 6 months or so. We've been working very closely with Zix to make sure everything is in line, so it is a smooth upgrade or even diversifying your line card. It fits right in our wheelhouse with our solutions and our teams, and the relationship with Zix really speaks volumes for that. But again, welcome aboard. I won't bore you. Let's get you back over to Ernie and more into the guts of the presentation, which will be our demonstration. Don't be shy. Ask questions. Post them in that Q&A little window of your GoToWebinar panel. If it doesn't get answered, that's fine. Throw it in there anyway, because then we'll have some one-on-one time afterwards. Your account manager can reach out. We can do even more of a deep dive with Ed, Ernie, and the rest of the team. So thanks again, folks, for jumping on board in the middle of the day, and let's get rolling. Let's talk a little bit about Zix.
Absolutely. Thanks, Mike. So wanted to give you a little bit of background on Zix. They were founded in 1998. They're really the gold standard in email encryption. It's amazing. About 40% of healthcare organizations out there are using Zix in some form or format. Zix and Excel Micro have been partnered for over 10 years, so we have a rather large relationship going on with these folks. We've been partnered with them for the Zix Gateway, Zix Port, Zix Mail, and even back to the old Google Message Encryption Service, which was just the Google's version of Zix. Another big thing here that was for our partner Zix was that they acquired AppRiver in 2019. And really what that gave them was a platform for provisioning, managing the security solutions platform, so Zix could really push into that cloud environment. Zix recently launched their new Zix Cloud about a year and a half ago. It's a pretty mature product due to the fact that AppRiver has been around for quite a long time, as well as the fact that Zix now has brought all their expertise from their lexicons all available, and that's now a all-in-one interface for all the security needs. So it's important to note, we're taking a look at the email threat protection portion of the product. Some important notes here. Obviously, this is going to come with all your standard ability for filtering, for your link defense, your sandboxing. Keep in mind both the link defense and the sandboxing option here is full sandboxing on the back end, which means it's going to be reaching out to a server. It's going to analyze either the file or the URL, validate it's going to be able to come through. You have some extremely sophisticated advanced policies with this particular product due to the fact that Zix has granular policies available. Another huge thing that this product also offers is the secure file sharing, archiving. Encryption obviously goes without saying, as these guys are noted for that in the industry, and the email continuity due to the fact that we know that Google and Microsoft both do have outages during the year and keeps you running during those particular outage timeframes. So some more detailed information. I'm not going to read you everything on here, but suffice to say that the product does support full hierarchy. So, you a partner sign up, just like with all the other products on our line card, you'll be able to go in, self-provision your end users. You'll have a full hierarchy. The product does even support partner under partner. It does support heavy duty regulatory compliance. So that's a huge factor in our decision to bring this product on, that it supports a lot of that within the industry. Also does support, two-factor authentication as well within the product. And all the SLAs are the typical stuff that we see in the industry, 99 to 100%. We also have built out some interesting data sheets for you. You can certainly reach out to your account manager. We can provide you with them. So we have comparisons. We also have full breakdowns on the products. So they also have multiple levels of their products. So you have the email security, and then you have like an advanced email security, and that offers a lot of variety and options. And we have those full breakdowns on the sheet. So certainly reach out to us, and we'll be able to get you those breakdowns. Now I'm going to turn it over to Ed, our product engineer here, and he'll be able to give you a quick presentation on what the actual console looks like, just to give you an idea of what it looks like, how it functions, how it operates. Obviously, this is going to just be a quick tour. If you are interested in seeing more, you can certainly schedule with your account manager and get Ed on the phone, myself on the phone, for a much longer presentation, and we can do a deep dive.
Thank you, Ernie. You should be able to see my screen now, which is the actual Zix Cloud console, correct?
We can.
Cool. Great. So some of you may know me. You've worked with me back in support when I was doing that, or you've had demonstrations and Q&A calls with me. And I'm just going to try and give you a good 10,000-foot view of some of the really cool features and unique things in the Zix Cloud console from all the different products they have that are just unique and really exciting. I've been doing this for a while, and there's some features and key things in here that are just great. So you've got your customer management portal. You can naturally add customers fluidly. You can start your own trials, manage your own trials, all of that right from here without ever having to go back up through the vendor, back up through even through us. So as a reseller partner, you have a lot of control to really grow the business yourselves. Full customer breakdown of every single customer, allowing guest admin control to each and every individual customer, as well as some management options and utilities at the very top level. As you can see your full user list for all your users here, download them, take some actions on them. We really want to get into a customer, so let's dive down into my demo account, which, forgive me, there's not a lot of live mail flow through here. It is just a shell we've been using for our testing, but it does have all the different packages and features available to it, as you can see. As you add things on, they all come into one console, and they're all manageable right from here. You've got all your two-factor authentication, all your setup options. Let's jump right into the email threat, bread and butter. There's a great deal of reporting available through the console. You've got alert sections, you've got your quarantine and your basics, what you'd expect, your link protection. Message retraction is a very cool feature, which is available if you're on Office 365, because there's plenty of users and user clients out there who send a message and want to pull it back, and we know that's not generally possible. But with Zix and Office 365, it is. Your attachment quarantine identity. So I'm going to link into this because this is a very cool feature. A lot of people ask on a routine basis to be able to protect individual users from phishing, CEOs, high priority targets at a customer account. Identity protection built into email threat protection is specifically for that. It's a specifically granularly manageable product that lets you add users and specifically create their naming convention, their display name, their email extensions, so that the system will protect them at a greater level. It lets you take phishing examples you've gotten in the past, or you've seen, or you just know are coming because you're in the security industry and you know the CEO is going to see these problems. And it lets you build out some defense for him specifically in the system. So you don't ever have to worry about false negatives getting through because it came from a legitimate email and legitimate source, but it was display name spoofed. That's what this feature's for. And you even have some domain level protection against spoofing and things like that. It's a very, very useful and powerful tool that very few other products in the market have to this level of granular control without getting overly complex into creating policies and things like that. All your filters, ability to block and add IPs, create rules, The system does allow for Reg Expression, so if you're a little crafty, you can actually build filters and identify things through Reg Expression and block and quarantine through that way, which is a very powerful thing to do if you know how to use Reg Expression or you're willing to work with it, work with our support team. We can get quite a lot done through extra protection through using Reg Expression to identify mail messages. Let's see, you've got your tools section. This is where you get all your logging, your LDAP sync, bulking, adding users, your delivery queue, your normal bread and butter. Your techs are going to spend all their time here looking up message logs, things like that. The actual emails and detail of mail that you can get out of Zix is pretty thorough. When it comes to a clean message, you can not really see much, obviously, because it's a highly compliant product. And we're talking compliance levels like FINRA, HIPAA, those top tier echelon of protections that you can usually only see when you're willing to pay the prices of enterprise level solutions like Proofpoint Enterprise, Mimecast, whereas here you're getting that at a much more granular level for end users. You know, there's no user minimums, there's no count minimums. You can just sign up for this and be off to the bar park running with high level compliance. And when it comes to quarantined messages, you can see header information, total metadata, total view of the message, so that you can really dive into it and see why it got quarantined or what you need to do to try and stop those messages in the future or pull them out to the side. There's a lot of things you can do with the information they provide to you. And obviously, it's going to lead right back to our support to be able to reach out to us. You've got your statistics section here. Once again, not a lot of mail flow in this account. It's pretty new and it's not attached to anything to spam it, so it doesn't have a lot of data here. But these are the types of information you can get and pull out of reports. Let me see if I can actually see our account audit. Did you bump me back up? Yeah, you did. One moment. Let's go back up to our partner area. That's not good. Wouldn't be a live demo if something like that didn't happen, right? If everything went perfect, you'd know something was wrong. Let me go. Bink. Oh, why don't you like that? What I'm trying to show you is some of the auditing logs, which may be only available at certain package levels like the advanced. Hey, audit logs. The security solution from Zix actually adds full auditing permissions, so you can see account login attempts, failed account attempts, what IP they tried to log in from. It's a lot of information from an audit level purpose that most other security level solutions don't give you without API integrations and things like that. And for the fact that they have auditing logs and security audit logs just built into it at a base level is really nice. So if you have those clients who are highly security conscious and they actually want to be in the know, this is the kind of stuff you can easily pull using Zix and provide to them without having to go through a lot of extra hoops or do extra integrations and things like that and API work. It's all just available at a base level. Another big one to do with Zix is going to be that email encryption option, because Zix is very, very big for email encryption, as Ernie said, when it comes to partners and things like that with banks. Back down in here. Why do you keep bumping me up? There you are. So Zix's encryption through the portal cloud-based allows for you to create your own policies, manage your own policies on the fly, manage what users can and can't send encrypted mail and what will trigger for them. There are DLP features for quarantining mail if you're on the Zix advanced feature set, which lets you kind of Big Brother monitor your outbound traffic and who's sending things. It's a bigger feature for, like I said, those security conscious clients who really want to have a hold over all their outbound mail flow when it comes to, you know, who they're sending encryptions to. The policy creation anymore is so much simpler. It's not a granular broke down thing where you have to go through every rigmarole to add it. They actually have a policy set where it's a questionnaire built right into the console. You go through here and click a couple of questions. I'm in finance. Oh, okay. Financial, FINRA. You hit yes, and it's going to build this policy for you, create it, activate it, and you're off and running without having to granularly go in and build the policy from the ground up, which you can still do, but it's highly recommended to use this policy set thing because it's simple, it's direct, and it creates the policy for you, and you know it's going to work. Branding is completely available through email encryption. In previous worlds, you couldn't brand your email encryption without paying for Zix's branded gateway. Now, it's going to be a part of your email encryption by default, be it on the regular package or advanced. Touch on information archiving a little bit. Information archiving, most clients know if they need it or not, but their archiving is very expansive. As you can see here, they can actually archive some external extra products, not through Zix directly, but it's nice to be able to say, I need to back up Slack for this, I need to back up Teams because of compliance reasons. You can check these boxes and it will reach out to us and let us know to reach out to Zix to get these things enabled for archiving. The advanced archiving feature is completely auditable from a stance of FINRA compliance. So you can have a auditor who audits the compliance admins who go in to perform searches and pull up mail history and things like that. They will be able to audit all those actions and all those transactions for the purposes of maintaining your compliance with FINRA and higher government level agencies. Let's see, I'm much more used to a little more back and forth rapport, so I apologize if I'm jumping around a little bit or reading through this a little bit too robotically. Unless there's some other things you wanted me to key in on, Ernie, I think that's pretty good.
Oh,
I don't want to go too much, I don't want to do too much into it.
Absolutely, and it kind of goes without saying here as well that obviously this is just a small taste. We wanted to show you kind of the baseline, what it looked like, some of the features in the product. Obviously, we can do significantly better deep dives for you. We can answer specific questions on specific webinars that you would need. Pass that through your account manager.
As you've got a whole list of tutorials available right through the console. These are all produced by Zix, and they're actually really good. I know that guy. He works at Zix. This is not a canned photo, which was nice to hear. But you've got, adding users, subscriptions, all this quick little 5-6 minute videos, sometimes 1 minute videos if it's a super easy one, just linked right into the console for you. No digging through old knowledge bases or old KBs. Just watch the video, and that should answer your question.
Thank you, Ed. Much appreciate it.
Switch back over to Mike for the presenter.
Yes, I did.
All right. That was awesome, man. Like Ed said, that's his quick overview. I've been on presentations with Ed that have gone a good hour plus, and you don't even realize you've gone an hour because you can get pretty deep in there. And if needed, please reach out to your account manager. We can set up more of that one-on-one time together with it. I mean, a lot of things do stand out from that demo. One of the things, obviously, being a highly compliant solution, being able to have that single pane of glass, have archiving, encryption, security, all under one. The other thing is with this solution for our partners, you can add this to your universal service agreement at any time. Just reach out to your account manager, find out what the next steps are to get your new solution order form in, and then you can get in there and start self-provisioning. It is part of that universal agreement where you won't have to have separate contracts or separate start and end dates. That's all under your control, like everything else under our partner program. And there's going to be more to come with this too. This is just the tip of the iceberg with Zix and how we want to continue to grow with them. And we mentioned we've been a partner with them for over 10 years. They're a dynamite partner to Excel Micro, and it's something that we want to, again, continuously grow more and more on. So reach out to us. Guys like Ed, Ernie, as well as Jeff and Carlos who are on the line, more of our Zix specialists and support technicians. We're here to help. And there's other questions out there, I'm sure, around existing Zix Gateway. Now, you may have received information from us as a Zix Gateway account that we are and have announced the end of sale for this, because why not upgrade to the secure cloud where you can get so much more out of email encryption, plus the additional access to the security and archiving that you weren't able to have. You have an admin console now. We have a whole process that's proven. We work together with Zix tirelessly. The guys on the line, such as Jeff and Carlos, continuously working with Zix to have this full upgrade completely smooth. So this way, you're then taking advantage of that new portal that you just saw. And it's all under your control. we can help you, or you can do it yourself. It's very straightforward on how to do this. But never forget just our value add. You are not alone. You do have technicians that are here. You do have teams that are here to handhold the entire way through if need be. So please reach out to us if you haven't been reached out to by your account manager, if you do have an existing Gateway account, and we'll make sure that we get you guys moved over. Carlos, you're on the line with us, right?
Yeah, I am. And I don't know if any of you know me, but I am the support team lead. And just wanted to mention real quick, Jeff and I are looking forward to working with you guys and answering any questions you have in setting up your accounts.
Awesome. Thanks, Carlos. Appreciate it. Jeff, thank you too as well. You're with us? He may have issues with his mic, but all good. Jeff, if you work with Jeff, he's been with us for, heck, I believe over 5 years now, and handles a lot of our priority support accounts as well as our Zix accounts currently. So
yeah, Mike, I just wanted to I was having a little bit of a difficulty with my mic. I do apologize for that. Just kind of wanted to introduce myself. As Carlos explained, I am a product specialist at Excel Micro. I'm one of the two admins that currently manage the Zix Gateway service along with Carlos. And I'm just looking forward to work with each and every one of you as we upgrade and transition your accounts over to the new cloud solution with Zix. So please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions or concerns. And thank you.
Thanks, Jeff. Thank you very much. Thank you both, Carlos. Let's open it up. Let's see if we have some questions that came through. Ed, I know that your demo was quick and brief, and it usually does lead to a handful of questions. I'll just knock out the general ones. Pricing and getting the solution on board. Contact your account manager if you haven't heard from them already about this launch. Reach out to them. They'll get you pricing, full breakdown of everything from the email security, advanced threat protection, all the way down to secure file sharing. Get this on board. You can trial it yourself if need be. But Ed, you're still here, so let's see. Do we have any questions that came through?
I do have some. The first one was about the identity protection feature, asking if it was an add-on or a premium feature, and wonderfully, the answer to that is no. It just comes with the base level email protection and advanced email threat protection. So at any level, you will have that. Let's see, SIM integration. There was some curiosity about whether or not the product offers SIM integration, and it does. It is completely SIM agnostic and is all connected through the API. So if you have a SIM or clients have SIMs that they want to connect it to, that can be done. Does it support DKIM and DMARC? DKIM signing is available through email encryption advanced. It's not built into it base. DMARC filters and protections and things like that, absolutely at any package level for threat protection. Let's see here. Lastly, we have, does it offer 2FA? I may have glanced over it when I was in the console, but yes, there is two-factor authentication, either through SMS or through an app and things like that. Let's see, we have another question that just came in is, will the mail servers need updated SMTP configuration? I'm not sure what you mean by that question. I would reach out and we can set up something more individualized. I don't believe there's any new configuration or anything special that has to be done, because we've set up a couple of test accounts and already onboarded a couple of customers and haven't had any kind of special configuration needs or issues that we've run into. It's just been a pretty smooth transition, like moving to any of our security products on our USA. And like I said in my demo, I know mine was a little fast, 10,000 foot view. If you want something more personal, even just to set up a Q&A, not necessarily see the console, just reach out to your account manager and you can get me on the line, Carlos and Jeff, if you have migration questions, and we can just, hash everything out. And if you need to see the console again for something specific that I breeze through, we can do that too.
Yeah, thanks, Ed. And I just want to point out too, with the whole process, we've worked very, very closely with Zix on this upgrade process, and you'll be able to work directly with our folks for one or more of them. So you'll get that kind of that hand holding through the process. So you'll understand exactly what what changes need to be done. I can tell you that, you know, we've done quite a few of them, and it's not a lot of changes. It's surprisingly easy with the upgrade. So we can go into more details, but yeah, reach out to us directly, and we'll kind of give you your own personal spin on that to make sure that obviously your account gets moved properly. Well, everybody, thanks for joining us. Make sure that if you are interested in more information, pricing, here's all the information up on the screen. Please feel free to reach out to us. Reach out to your account manager. You can certainly reach out multiple other ways through, you know, our support teams. They're available to help.